UK doesn't want single market access or customs union, but wants a comprehensive free trade agreement.
Seems to be a little bit of a contradiction there, but maybe I'm missing something.
So
I didn't hear the whole speech.
That's the gist of it.
That's the gist of it.
Yeah.
So 12 priorities become just one single sentence.
Effectively, that's the message that comes out today. How realistic is it to get a comprehensive free trade agreement during the Brexit negotiations so that the UK economy doesn't fall off the cliff?
But isn't this, maybe the Prime Minister's been reading The Art of the Deal? Isn't this a negotiation? I ask you, Richard, isn't it a negotiation? So the Prime Minister is quite rightly setting out her 12-point agenda. And this is the extreme end, one end of your scale of uncertainty is one end. The French, the Germans, the Italians, the the EU are at the other end, and this is just a negotiation between the two. I'm just raising the question.
But it was an inevitability, wasn't it, that once she's not prepared to accept immigration, or open immigration...
Or the European Court of Justice.
Or the European Court of Justice, then ergo...
It had to be hard.
It had to, yeah, absolutely.
Yes. No. Didn't I hear something about that both Houses of Parliament...
And the Houses of Parliament will get a chance to vote on the final deal.
On the final... So we're going to have a Brexit check.
You think that's what that seems?
Well, I'm asking you.
No, you're the expert on these
No,
things.
I haven't heard the speech. You've been listening. You've been poring over every scintilla.
By the syllable and the characters.
So I think it's still early days, but I think it's a negotiation, Richard. And I think she's setting out where she is at the other end of the spectrum, and we'll end up somewhere in between. And then it's interesting, it's good news that both houses are going to have to approve the deal.
Was it a clever negotiator? Because you're a master negotiator, Martin.
I'm not. I'm useless.
Oh, please. Methinks you doth protest.
Yeah.
Was it a clever strategy to take that single market off the table so it can't be used as a cudgel against her?
Well, maybe, but we'll see.
Right.
The fullness of time, we'll see. I mean, this is a very complex deal. It's unprecedented. 27 member states have to approve it. Then it has to be approved by both houses of Parliament. I mean, this is pretty heavy stuff and very difficult to get done in 2 years, certainly.
Interesting. You have the Prime Minister of the UK talking about global Britain and globalisation, and you have President Xi from two absolute opposite sides, both talking about free markets and free trade, or fair trade.
Well, China's filling the vacuum, isn't it? I mean, there's very few political leaders here at Davos. I think a lot of business people, more business people, will have the IBC, the International Business Council, tomorrow. I've never seen such a large number of CEOs here, so it's very good from that point of view. But the political heads are sort of very much under the ray, really, aren't they?
Well, that's because they have to get voted in, so populism affects them.
They don't want to be seen to be part of this Davos bubble.
No, but populism doesn't affect you, because unless your shareholders aren't going to rebel because you've come to Davos.
As long as we perform, they probably don't rebel.